Is Meta gearing up to take on Nvidia in the red-hot AI chip race? You might be surprised by what's happening behind the scenes, and today I'll break down what Meta's latest move really means for investors, tech watchers, and the future of artificial intelligence. Here's what's up. Meta, the company we all know as Facebook's parent, is making a bold play in the world of computer chips. They're acquiring a startup to beef up their own chip development. Why does this matter? Because right now, Nvidia is the king of the hill when it comes to AI chips, those super-powered processors driving everything from ChatGPT to self-driving cars. And Meta is signaling that it wants a piece of that action. Let's zoom in. For years, Meta has relied on buying chips from big suppliers, mainly Nvidia, to power its massive data centers and fuel the artificial intelligence that underpins its apps. Think about Instagram filters, content recommendation on Facebook, and the algorithms behind WhatsApp messaging. All that magic needs a ton of computational muscle, and Nvidia's chips have been the gold standard. But here's the twist. Meta's appetite for AI is growing fast. So fast that CEO Mark Zuckerberg is spending billions just to keep up. The company recently revealed it plans to invest $30 to $35 billion this year alone on AI infrastructure. That's a staggering amount, even for big tech. And a big chunk of that goes straight into buying and running AI chips. But depending on outside suppliers like Nvidia comes with downsides. There's competition for supply, rising prices, and the risk of being left behind if you can't get enough of the latest hardware. So Meta's solution? Build its own chips, tailored exactly for its needs. This is where the new acquisition comes in. Meta is buying a startup that specializes in chip design, essentially the brains behind the silicon. While the company hasn't officially named the startup yet, reports suggest it's focused on custom AI chips. By bringing these experts and their technology in-house, Meta is hoping to accelerate its chip development and reduce reliance on third parties. Now, why should investors and everyday users care? Let's put it in perspective. The AI chip market is booming. Nvidia's stock has skyrocketed, thanks in large part to its dominance in this sector. In 2023, Nvidia reported over $26 billion in data center revenue alone, mostly from AI chips. If Meta can successfully develop its own chips, it could save billions on hardware costs, improve the performance of its AI systems, and maybe even challenge Nvidia's dominance down the road. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Building cutting-edge chips is incredibly difficult and expensive. It takes years of R&D, billions in investment, and a team of world-class engineers. Even then, there's no guarantee of success. Just look at Google and Amazon. Both have poured resources into custom chips for their clouds, but Nvidia remains the industry benchmark. Still, Meta's move fits a bigger trend in tech. More and more, the giants want to control every layer of their technology stacks, from the software you interact with down to the chips in their servers. Apple famously designs its own processors for iPhones, and Google is doing the same for its Pixel phones and data centers. It's all about customization, efficiency, and gaining an edge over the competition. Let's talk about what this could mean for AI innovation. If Meta's in-house chips are successful, it could turbocharge its AI products. Imagine smarter content recommendations, more realistic avatars in the metaverse, or next-level virtual assistants. Plus, with more competition in the chip space, we could see faster innovation and lower costs across the industry. But there are risks too. Meta is betting big, and if their custom chips fall short, they could lag behind rivals who stick with proven Nvidia tech. And chip startups often face fierce competition, not just from Nvidia, but from AMD, Intel, and a wave of up-and-coming AI chip companies. There's also a geopolitical angle. As the US and China race for leadership in AI and semiconductors, big tech's ability to design its own chips is seen as a strategic advantage. It means less reliance on foreign suppliers and more control over sensitive technology. For consumers, this might not make headlines, but it could shape the tech you use every day. Faster, smarter AI could improve your social media feeds, power new VR experiences, and even impact things like privacy and security. So, is Meta really gunning for Nvidia's crown? Not quite, not yet, but this acquisition is a clear sign that Meta wants more control over its AI destiny, and in the long run, that could reshape the balance of power in one of tech's most important battlegrounds. If you found this breakdown helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more insights on the business of tech, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Meta can catch up to Nvidia, or is the chip king here to stay? One thing's clear, when tech giants build their own tools, the entire industry feels the ripple effects. The next chapter in the AI chip race might just be starting, and it's one you won't want to miss.